Hello there. Well, hello there. Maybe I'm just weird, but again, I picked a song from a band that you've probably never heard of. The song I was trying to play, or the song I'm trying to play, is a song called Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger. Again, I'm like, you know what? I know literally nothing about this band, where they came from or where they went. All I know is one good song. So that, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're a one-hit wonder. So just to humor myself, I went to Wiki and I'm like, oh, let's look up Harvey Danger. Let's say something intelligent about Harvey Danger. So their 1997 was Flagpole Sitta. So they come from Seattle, the Seattle scene, 1993. So that would be kind of post grunge, right? 1996, the Flagpole Sitta came out. The record was called. The record was called Where Have All the Merrymakers Gone? And I know I bought that record. I bought that CD, probably from HMV for $12 or maybe $20. And I listened to it a couple of times, and I assure you, this is the only good song on there that I remember that sticks out for me. Apparently, there's a couple more. There was a follow up single that didn't do well. Apparently, there was a second record. Shockingly, did not do well. Then they said they got a part of a corporate reshuffling. And if you think about the way the music industry was going, grunge kind of hit in 1990. And by 1996, 1997, gee, remind me of the date that Kurt Cobain died, was kind of over. And we were kind of post grunge. And then, just like hair metal before it, hair metal got swept away by grunge. You know, grunge started to get dumbed down when bands like Creed and, quite frankly, Stone Temple Pilots came along trying to rip off Pearl Jam and Eddie Vedder. All of a sudden, we were post grunge, and then the rest is history, right? So this is a Seattle band that had one good record with, quite frankly, one good song on it. And that's the song I'm going to try and do is Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger. Hopefully when I bust into it, you'll kind of recognize the tune and recognize the song. But I mean, it's definitely a one-hit wonder from 1996, 1997. And yeah, it says that they broke up. The second record was released and the record company self-destructed. They were in a small record company, basically blew up, and that was the end of it. Probably no support for the second record, and they just kind of went away. It says they took a hiatus in 2001, and officially in 2009. I guess if you go to the website, basically they broke up in 2009. So they had just a little over 10 years of probably beating their brains out on the club circuit, making no money, probably in a van, and the rest is history, coasting on one good song. Well, that's one more good song than you or I have released, so I guess call it good. If you call a one hit wonder a bad thing, or you had one good hit, means you must have been doing something right, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna hit pause, and when I come back, I'm gonna have a stab at Flagpole Sitta. Yeah, have a good day. So I want to talk for a second, kind of a technical update. Interesting, the saga of a YouTuber and a guitar and a budding guitar player. Um, I'm back to my electric guitar, my S type, my Strat knockoff, my Chinese Strat. Trying to get some life back into it. You can do some cool stuff with an electric guitar and an amp. That you can't do with an acoustic guitar. My acoustic guitar is getting some repairs done to it, so I'm kind of can't use it for probably. I'm probably gonna be down for a week or so. So I'm kind of resurrecting this puppy here. The I'm starting to kind of get a glimpse of the reason I didn't started to not like this setup is because the acoustic guitar it's really easier to mic. The problem with my electric guitar is my amp's over there. So as I said, I've learned that with the Yeti, I've got to be 18 inches away from the Yeti. Problem is I had my amp in the corner. So when I crank my amp up, it sounds good to me because I'm right beside it, okay? But it doesn't matter what it sounds like in the room. What matters for you people is what comes through the system, right? And I was struggling with I did a couple of songs yesterday, and I eventually abandoned this back to my acoustic guitar. But now my acoustic guitar's gone in, so I'm stuck with this. I have a hard time miking me versus the amp, and I think that's part of my problem. So I'm farting around with some of the settings. I did a song yesterday. What I'm finding is the guitar's not loud enough, so I have to bump up the guitar, and I think it's because the amp's too far away. So I got to have it cranked, and then I'm like this, hollering into the mic to be heard over the guitar. So I'm trying to tweak some of the settings a bit. I'm thinking if I increase I know this gets technical, I apologize, but if I increase the gain on my mic, I can maybe step back and get more volume this way, and then I can maybe moderate my amp. I'm hoping I'm hoping that I can get my setup so that I can play at moderate volumes and the guitar shines through. I'm hoping. So I'm hoping I don't have to yell. Because once I start to yell, my singing isn't fantastic. It gets even worse when I'm shouting. And I feel like I'm shouting right into the mic. And then all the levels go crazy. I'm trying to get something that sounds more natural. And I'm going to keep trying. Yeah, so here's hoping. We'll see what I can come up with. Again, I'm not a pro. You look at any recording artist. I mean, this is you need engineers. You need people to figure out, okay, how are we going to translate the sound in the room to get it in a recording, right? And it's a challenge, and it's an ongoing challenge. So yeah, I keep pushing away on it, and we'll get something good eventually. Thanks.